The battle over renewable energy is heating up in Washington, D.C., and President Donald Trump's latest moves are sending shockwaves through the wind and solar sectors. What began as fiery rhetoric has now turned into concrete, sweeping actions that industry leaders claim are far worse than their worst-case scenarios. Let's unpack how the administration is reshaping the future of clean energy and why this matters for everyone from energy executives to everyday Americans. In the span of just weeks, the Trump team has launched a multi-pronged offensive. First, they've imposed stringent permitting reviews that could grind new solar and wind projects to a halt. Imagine trying to build a skyscraper, but every blueprint requires approval from a dozen federal agencies, each with its own timeline and red tape. That's the new reality for developers. Second, the administration has set federal land standards that effectively block new developments on public terrain, which accounts for a significant chunk of the country's untapped renewable potential. And here's where it gets controversial. They've rolled back Biden-era policies that designated coastal waters for offshore wind farms, a move that critics argue prioritizes short-term political gains over long-term climate goals. But the most jaw-dropping twist. On August 6, 2025, the administration canceled approval for a massive wind farm in Idaho. This project alone was expected to power over 100,000 homes and create thousands of jobs. The sudden reversal has left industry insiders scrambling to understand the broader strategy. Is this a calculated effort to boost fossil fuel interests? A response to pressure from traditional energy lobbyists? Or something else entirely? Here's the part most people miss. These actions aren't just about policy, they're about power. By sidelining renewables, the administration is signaling a shift in priorities, one that could reshape energy markets and job creation for decades. Supporters argue this is a necessary step to stabilize the economy and protect domestic industries. Critics, however, call it a dangerous regression that undermines global climate commitments. So, where do you stand? Is this a bold rethinking of energy policy or a reckless dismantling of progress? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you're curious about how these changes might affect your local energy bills or job market, stay tuned. This is far from over.